tough to follow.
And then usually hook.
Toe in or out?
I can't speak for the ones that can out run it so long.
Well,
You just run this to winter for. This was great. I haven't been successful towing on a car in years. I typically send mine straight to about like 50,000 tow out.
Your truck, did you keep your oil basically the same? Is it 30 in the front, 30 in the back, like that, or is it bad to fix it?
It really depends on where your shocks are located. I try to stay with more of an even balance. If you were to pick the car up and drop it, try to keep more of an even balance as far as how much it impacts. I want to come down fairly flat and come back fairly flat. I don't like one end to be heavier or softer than the other. Every once in a while you get to a track that will require a little imbalance, but I usually always start balanced.
Does this apply for both stock and mod? Because I've heard that you want the car to push and modify because you have that extra power to bring the rear end around.
You never want push, but you have to have enough rear bite. And you're better off with a car that's a little pushy than loose. But the more steering you can run, the faster you can go. I mean, if your car's pushing, you're going to hit a wall where you can't go any faster. And the only way to go faster is to get more steering. But that's the kind of thing that, as your driving skills increase, you will be able to put more and more steering in your car. A novice person would pick up Brian's car and hit every pipeline track. We can get it around. So it's important to start with something that's a little pushy and then work into it as your skills increase. The more steering you have, the pushier and the more precise you have to be. When you turn it turns instantly. So you make a 6-inch error with a really hooked up car, you're going to eat the pipe. Where if it's a pushy, you have that room.
What does the anti-squat bars do in the back?
Well, more anti-squat. What it does is it eliminates weight transfer to the rear of the car. Some tracks that's more traction, some tracks it's less. It depends on the speed of the car and how it's set up. Typically, I find that I want to run a fairly minimal amount of anti-squat. As you start putting a lot of anti-squat in your car, it shocks the tires when you go on to off. It goes from pushing down to lifting up as you let off. And then the other way, it'll actually push it down again, but it'll push it down sometimes in such a violently, and actually break the tires loose sometimes. Usually it'll hook them up, but I like mine with almost no anti-squat. I can get it to work, with like 2 degrees or so. The car's a lot more balanced off power to on power.
So the minimal amount would be the 1?
Well, for like an LXT?
Yeah.
LXT would be a 2 block. You also have towing on the LXT that also sets your towing. You have a 2 and a 4, and 4 would have less towing, but typically we always ran 2. That's a good one to talk about. Towing in the back of the car is important as in front of the car. Depending on the kind of track you run on and how rough it is, in the old days when we only had harder tires, everybody always ran a lot of towing in the rear. And as you get to the softer tires, you don't have to. It's not as important to run a lot. And if you start getting the tracks where the cars are getting thrown around in the holes real bad, the rear end's catching all the edges. Sometimes taking towing out of the rear will actually make that better. I think most of the cars that are sold today still set up with quite a bit of towing. And under normal circumstances, that's the best place to be. But there are, I know in my car I run an R2.5 degrees, and it takes 2 degrees of towing out of the back of the car. I actually find that it makes the car more balanced and in the long run makes it have more total fight because of that. I can set the car up a little closer to the edge and know it's going to be consistent.
You're saying less toe in?
Well, for the tracks we run on around here, you know, when you got so much traction, I like it a little better, a little less.
So go for the big 2.5s?
Yeah. What should we cover here?
About the sway bar.
I got 2 more.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Sway bars?
Yeah.
Sway bars are a band-aid in my opinion. There are many times when we will use them. On like the double X, which has a sway bar kit for it, you know, it really locks the rear end in straight. The car wants to go straight, wants to stop straighter. So if you have a car that's got bad wander problems or it's rocking around, you can't control it, that's a quick way to fix it. Normally if I have that problem after a sway bar, I go back the next day and figure out why the car wasn't working without it. I prefer to run without a sway bar. Anything that ties the left side of the car to the right side, you know, going through holes, you get a feedback from, you know, from one side to the other, and you know, you always get some